ask a kid,
what do you want to be when you grow up?
chances are he's gonna say a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer or somebody in social media. In fact, most adults want that. It sounds fun to work from home and make money by having an influence on a lot of people. Everyone wants to be an influencer, but therein lies the problem. It's like the ancient proverb says,
when everyone's super, no one will be.
Before we start, let's establish something really quick. Dumb question, but what's the difference between a creator and an influencer? I'm sure there's like an actual Webster's definition, like I could have Googled this, but I'm not going to. We're just gonna say it's what I say it is. And what I say it is that a creator is anyone who creates something to be shared online. And influencers are a subset of creators. They're creators who can influence the thoughts and actions of a sizable audience, specifically in an economic sense. Fancy way of saying they can get them to buy things. In fact, the word influencer is an economic term. So really, this is a twofold question. In a money sense, are there too many influencers? Are there too many people online trying to sell things? Like, is it too annoying at this point? Are people done with it? Is it still effective? And then the second, not money sense, are people just tired of creators? Like, do you think everything has been done before and nobody's really interesting anymore and therefore none of it's worth watching? Okay, so we ready? Let's do this. Do you like mystery novels? No? Well, shut up, pretend you do, I'm making a point. So you're a person who likes mystery novels, all right? Now, we have two scenarios. You ready? Scenario one, you stumble across one of those terrible smart water ads with Zendaya.
What do you think? Flow. We need more movement.
Whatever the choice, just keep it smart.
I hate those smart water ads. They're so dumb. Okay, so that's scenario one. And then scenario two, your best friend recommends a good mystery novel that they think you'd like. And remember, you like mystery novels, we agreed. Now, in those two scenarios, which one do you think you are more likely to buy a product? Scenario two, right? Yeah, I mean, yes, but why? Two reasons. One, it's because it's coming from someone you know and trust. Look, I like Zendaya. Most people do. You don't know her. I don't know her. I wish I did, but I don't. And the second reason is that it's a product that actually interests you. See, Zendaya has no idea whether you like expensive bottled water, but your friend does know that you like mystery novels, so you're more likely to be interested in it. Do you get the point that we're making here? No? It was a pretty convoluted example. All right, let me explain. In my 20 minutes of Googling, I have deduced that marketing is those two things. It works best when you are being sold something from someone you know and the seller knows you. Because if you know them, you trust them. You're more willing to buy something from them. And if they know you, they're gonna know what you would like to buy. And although you're never gonna really have like a close-knit friendship with any creator, that's the kind of dynamic that works best when trying to influence someone to buy things. So like, are you more likely to buy like an something that doesn't make you want to eat food? Though those lollipops or whatever. The appetite suppress, that's it. Are you or are you more likely to buy something from, I don't know, an average looking dude with like 20,000 followers who kind of looks like you and all he talks about is mystery novels, which again, you like? See, in both of those scenarios, who do you relate to more? Who do you have more of a genuine relationship with? It's probably the dude who's more down to earth, you can relate to, and he's talking about something that you have a mutual interest in. You're more likely to buy something from him than from her. And that's the kind of trend that influencer marketing seems to be taking. They're looking towards people with smaller but closer knit audiences, known as micro-influencers. They have like tens of thousands of followers as opposed to like, you know, the millions and tens of millions. For that exact reason, they can relate more to their closer knit audience. Therefore, their audience trusts them more, is more likely to buy something. They get better engagement. So when you scale it up compared to like someone like Kim Kardashian or whatever who has tens of millions of followers, it's actually pretty comparable sales, maybe even more so. But yeah, so in answer to that first question, we can sleep easy because the people who are richer than us and will always be richer than us will continue to be richer than us. Yay. So that second question, will we ever get tired of creators? Question, do you ever think you'll get tired of music? Like, there's so many genres and they've all been thoroughly explored. And you think about, like, don't all songs on the radio kinda sound the same? You think of how many people use samples from stuff from the past, there's so many covers, so many, like, reimaginings of stuff. And remember what Ed Sheeran said about pop.
I could play you every song in the pop charts right now over 4 chords.
Like, even though that's the case, and even though you're going to listen to a bunch more music for decades to come, and you're going to see more and more how it kind of all sounds the same, do you ever think you're gonna reach an age where you're just done with music? If not, then you'll probably never be done with creators. People will always be people. People love to create, and people love to be entertained, and people love to laugh. And as long as people are making stuff that shows and exemplifies that, people are always gonna watch. Yes, it does seem like everything has been done, but that's only until someone does something new, and you're like, whoa, how did no one think about that? Now, with that being said, does that mean that every piece of creation made by someone on the internet is equally valid as any other and isn't anger-inducing and makes me mad to my very core that it does as well as it does? No. But you take your good with your bad, as long as there is bad creation, which unfortunately there will always be, there will also be good. Look, the takeaway, there will always be wholesome, talented, creative people making art. And as long as that exists, we will never get tired of that. Please stop watching the people who make food and toilets. Please, it's an anger tactic. They're trying to get you to watch it because it makes no sense. Stop feeding into it. It makes me so angry. Please stop.